Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make vegan creamy mushroom soup. There's the ingredients. You know, change them as much as you want, etc. Basically I'm going to chop mushrooms into small little pieces, as you can see here. You can chop them finer or bigger, or whichever, you know, however you want. Notice with the onion, you'll see that I'm like rubbing the ends with the end bits. Well, basically I find that that's helped stop you from crying. So chop the onion as finely as you want or as coarse as you want. Basically don't do this because I added soy milk to it and it burned. So I just use water. Add the onions. Basically cook them till they're sort of, you know, like translucenty and, you know, slightly sort of singed. Yeah, notice I've burned the pan as well. Add the mushrooms. You add the mushrooms last because they, you know, they like add a lot of moisture to it, and you don't really want that for the onions. Give them a quick stir. And then I usually add a little bit of water for to help the mushrooms sort of cook, and then put the lid on, and then sort of bring to the boil for a bit. After perhaps a couple of minutes, 5 minutes maybe, you'll notice it's like this. Just give it another good stir. You'll notice also that the mushrooms have shrunk, and then yeah, later you'll come back to it and it's all frothy. So give it another stir, and a lot of the mushroom moisture just like came out as well, and the mushrooms would have shrunk a bit. Put the lid on again, and then after a while, you know, you think, when you're sort of satisfied that it's sort of cooked up to your, you know, your preference, however you want them. If you want them really cooked, or just this is perhaps after about 10 minutes, and now I add the stock. I've used a vegetable bouillon stock, hence the yellow colour. You can use any form of stock if you want, or leave it out. I mean, just use water if you want. If obviously you don't want the excess salt of the stock. It is a reduced salt stock though. And after a while, I use like a garlic puree paste stuff, and then I put thyme in. Like basically thyme was the herb that it said to use online. Also I put garlic powder in as well, so I like my garlic. Obviously you can avoid the garlic if you don't like garlic, but obviously after a while it's come to the boil, and then once it's boiling like mad, I usually add the soy milk and then leave it to boil even more, and then right near the end I'll add the yogurt, because you don't want to add it too early. Obviously soy yogurt, or any form of like non-dairy yogurt, vegan yogurt that you want to use. Obviously you don't have to use soy milk neither. You can use almond milk, coconut milk, whatever takes your fancy. After a while you notice you get sort of a thick like froth on the head, like the head of it. So then once then, that's usually when I stop cooking it. You can also, if you want it to be really thick, you can add corn flour as well, or some form of thickener, and that's it for me. I like it really chunky, so you can obviously blend it to make it like smooth, but I prefer it as, you know, a chunky mushroom soup. And that's the finished product. I hope this recipe was helpful. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.